As long as it's me and him, I'm probably gonna do whatever. Like, if you need something, I got you. We doing basically everything a relationship would do just to see how that is. And that's not even something you intentionally do. You just naturally start to do that when you mess with one person. But the moment I know it's another woman in the picture, all of that is like cut. Cause now I feel like if it's two of us, I shouldn't have to be doing 100% because it's two of us. And why you calling me if you need some? You should be calling her. Like I automatically just be like, you gotta call home, girl. Now I'm only here for a good time.
Okay. So, like you want somebody that only wants you? I mean, not only wants you, but like you the only one type shit.
Yeah. Because I can't come second to nobody else. I can't.
So the type of dude you want, you want him to be like, this my only. That's okay.
It's Tamisha. This it. This my only focus until we be like, you know what? Maybe we just ain't a good fit. Yeah. Until that moment, you don't need to be dealing with nobody. I feel like that come with extra drama. I don't feel like dating is the same. Like,
you saying in dating? Because that's what I was going to ask. You saying why y'all dating? Mm-hmm. So even while you dating, it's like
it's not just the same no more. I feel like women are different from men. So like, say 3-4 chicks know they dating the same dude.
Yeah,
drama. It's drama. Like off the bat. You got to deal with some form of drama.
And why you think? Well, that's
dudes don't
that's
be.
Hilarious.
I don't want to say
but
dudes.
I'm saying how you gonna know?
Because it be like, okay, I've been in a situation where I've been with somebody. We driving to Chicago, whatever. He's dating somebody else. She's blowing his phone up. To the point where on the way coming back, she like, I'm going to be at the crib when you get there. Now you just put me in some extra stuff that I should not be involved in, all because you trying to date multiple people and everybody don't have the same mindset when it comes to that. And I feel like it should be some type of respect thing. If you and me, you don't need to be answering the phone for other chicks and all that extra stuff. You wait till you done and you deal with her later. This is my time. But if it can't be like that, no, it needs to be just Tamisha to cut all that out.
But that don't come with every situation because I have dated multiple women majority of my time dating. And like, I ain't had that. Like, not to say it like that, but I'm just saying like, that's not every situation. Is not like, damn, I got to deal with these other motherfuckers. You ain't even gonna know who they is.
See, it's different if you don't know. It's another story when it's up close and in your face. Like, you can't deny phone calls constantly back to back to back. You can't deny pop up visits and stuff because somebody eventually gonna get too comfortable. And they gonna want more than, even if you say, you know, we just trying to figure out what we gonna do. It's always one that feel like she gotta put herself out there so that you can pick her. Well, and that be the one to mess up all the other dynamics that's going on.
So, okay, let me ask you something. What if a dude had like, he had you and 2 other girls, or let's just say 1 other one. Would you be able, or would you be open to him like, look, this is who I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so it's nothing he can do. So like, no. You ask it. So like, okay, so now you kind of not necessarily asking for it, but it's like,
I feel like,
how do you even get to the point of, because for the most part, if you find a dude attractive, you think he got no hoes. You think you finna meet him at the perfect time where he like, you know what, right now I'm just focusing on.
It's a time period to cut that off.
So if he meets you, it's like start cutting the other shit off.
Start
type shit. That's
start limiting your communication.
So you want a dude that's finna comply with that. Yes. That's the type of dude that you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Start cutting that down. You can't even trust dudes saying that this.
You want
is
somebody.
friend.
So you want to obey her.
Not necessarily.
That's obeying.
How though?
Because
like,
you
why
saying
can't
like
it
start.
Just be me and you. Why I gotta be me, you, and
other
people?
That's one where he was naming all the motherfuckers to Lisa, Sharonda, all you motherfuckers. Yeah, because do you honestly think a nigga want to cut that off? Honestly, if he has females, do you think that he's looking at it like, oh yeah, I was gonna do this anyway? Like,
nah.
So he don't want to do. He will only be doing it to satisfy you. So that's like a obeyer.
I feel like when the shoe is on the other foot, dudes be like, oh, I'm cool with you talking to other people, but they don't either. Right.
So it's a human thing. It depends on the person. I can meet a female that does not care if I talk to other women or even know who it is or whatever. Just like you can meet a dude that don't care. It depends on the people. Like when it comes to dating, you gonna meet 99% of that shit ain't even finna work. That's why you looking at it like most people do this. It's not gonna work majority of the time. It's just a matter of learning like, okay, I like this, I dislike this. This works, this doesn't. That's all dating is until you meet the person to where none of this shit ain't even a question because y'all just a fit. It's not even about like you should do this, that y'all already will be. At least that's how I end up seeing it.
So you feel like it should naturally start to happen.
And it might not work like that, but I'm saying a lot of things ain't really gonna be left up to like we need to work on this or work on that because any little thing y'all might see going bad is corrected. It's like if you're trying to like, what's the example of it? Like building a sandcastle or something. Like you trying to keep it perfect type shit. Like any little thing you finna mold it right back into how it was type shit. So that's kind of what that's like, I guess. So I don't think it'll be all these like, well, you need to do this or you should do that. It'll start happening. But you can also have a situation where y'all talked about it first. But I'm just saying like, back to what you were saying, you want a dude that don't have, if he do got females, you want him to like start getting rid of them type shit.
Basically.
Okay.
As I feel like.
And you gonna be attracted to him?
Yeah, what you mean? Okay. I'm more attracted when it's only me. No. I get turned off when it's like, cause what is you doing?
And that can be, well, I ain't gonna say can be. I know that's very much so true. More the reason why I don't really be in the clubs every week, every day, or however the case may be. Because as a young nigga, I did it, and I learned quickly that was something that I wasn't trying to do. As I continue to, in my years, I ain't want to be all 30s and my 40s, and I'm in bars every week. I to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, however, whatever. Okay, cool. But for me,
thank y'all again. No. Out to Taco Tuesday. 2 drink minimum.
I ain't want that.
Why is that? What was it about that made you be like, I don't want that?
I ain't see no growth in it, my nigga. You know, like at a young age, I was in them bars and I'm watching older cats do this shit every week. And I'm like, damn. No, I'm cool on this. Motherfuckers in there drunk, the same shit, my nigga. It appeared so disgusting to me. I had to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I was 18, 19 at this age. I left that night. I left that motherfucker like, man, let me get with water in my eyes, my nigga. Right. Like no cap, man, water in my eyes because I sat in that motherfucker and I looked around like this some real live bullshit. Like I ain't trying to be these niggas' age in a motherfucking bar every week. Same shit, drinking, smoking, and back then they was smoking in the bars and shit. I don't smoke cigarettes, never had. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that motherfucker. That shit was stinking. Sure. Man, listen, let me go and get up out of here and figure me something else out. Yeah, something more productive than I could be doing with my time, other than being in this bar every week.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? For me, it wasn't gonna work. I was uncomfortable with it. So I had to figure out something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's real shit. That's real shit.
Whatever else I did with my time, I don't remember, but I found something else to do other than do that. You know, I still go out, don't get me wrong. You know, we all need that outlet. I ain't gonna say that outlet, but we all need an outlet to where we can relax, let go, and, you know, enjoy ourselves to however we want to enjoy ourselves. And like I say, to each his own, but for me, that's not for me. You know what I'm saying?
At least not that much type shit, like how you saying.
Right.
You seen it then, though.
Yeah.
You seen it at that age and shit. Like, for me, my going out shit, I start going out at like 20, because I started going out at like 23. Mm. Like, when I was 21 and all that shit, 20, all that shit, I was part of. That was kicking it. Like, the casino filled that void of. I ain't need to, like, I get a drink at Pato and play crack. Like, that was what I was on type shit. For the going out type shit.
And that's more better than shit. In my opinion, that's
with
better.
Money. It's all playing with money. Ain't no win, lose.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Playing with money. It's all the same shit. But it's like, I started at 23, and when I started, it was damn near started once, little week. Then that shit, by the time I capped that shit off, I was 4 nights a week. My whole main thing of going out was this where the females at.
And that's normally how it's supposed to be. Like, you know, the females go out for the niggas go out for the females.
That's all I was of.
But just so happen, it's a chemical imbalance when too much liquor is consumed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then people mixing it with other types of drugs. You got niggas and females out here drinking way too much, and they blowing, it's crazy.
He said, man, they motherfuckers.
Man, it's all kind of drugs loaded. Going on. You know what I'm saying? So
motherfuckers loaded.
You got people in there that don't know how to accept certain people looking at them a certain way. You might have got bumped, or they may have got bumped. So it's a lot of courage going on in that place.
It's a lot of elements in that motherfucker.
You feel me?
All type of shit going on.
Man,
in that
shit
bitch.
Gonna break out that shouldn't break out.
But it's like with me, my whole motivation to go out is because I'll be looking at shit, bro. If I'm being honest with you, like I'm really laying that shit out. Like, okay, I can drink at the crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit can be done at the crib. Music, all that shit. I can get a little situation, some females, or something. We could do that at the crib. So going out was literally just, this is a bigger pool of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm not going out for the drink. I'm going to get some drinks, but I probably done pre-gamed at the crib.
The vibe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's
about the vibe.
I ain't gonna lie. That vibe shit don't matter. Like, maybe I just was, cause I can go in a little bar. This motherfucker it ain't shit going on. What? But I see something at the bar sitting right there. I'm on that.
No, but for a lot of people, like, it'd be the vibe.
No, I'm talking about me.
Right.
Like, yeah, you're right. For a lot of people, it'd be the vibe. But I'm saying for me, it was just, there's just a bigger pool where I can pick from some females. I'm on some single shit. Yeah. So
you going fishing?
Going fishing, fam. That's it. That's all it was. Yeah. So like at a certain point, I ain't really had that desire. It ain't about like fuck where the pool at. That shit, like how motherfucker said, the female shit gonna come and go. I can be at the grocery store, meet a bitch. The bank, like, you know what I'm saying? You can meet that wherever. So it's like, I ain't really looking to go out to bag a motherfucker. So that killed that whole desire. Yeah. Like if I step out now, I'm in that motherfucker, give me a little wings or something like that. Give me a little drink or two while I'm waiting on the wings, and I'm damn near gone. If I don't see nothing right then and there, I'm good. I'm cool. Yeah. I'm satisfied with that.
I definitely don't be wanting to be nowhere for 3-4 hours all out in the man. Listen, man, this shit
like you too comfortable.
Fuck all that.
3-4 hours, you and that bitch loaded. You damn near done bought some food. You done
straight, man.
Looked at the same motherfucker 10 times. Bought a shot. Y'all done took a shot. You watching the game. You and that motherfucker comfortable as a bitch. If you could come up with your own curriculum, like for elementary, middle, and high school, how would you have it? Like, what's your layout?
So for elementary, especially starting with kindergarten, I think it would be very important to learn how to regulate emotions, and it's like, okay, you can't just have a temper tantrum all the time. Like, what's wrong? Talk it out, or figure it out. I would teach life skills like buying a house, credit, building your credit.
Well, I'm saying when you gonna introduce math? Like
math, I think should stay there. I don't know if we need to go into geometry unless that's something like you want to go into engineering and things of that nature. But I do think math is important to know. So you should start that from kindergarten on up, because there's numbers everywhere, whether it's money or whatever it is. So I think that's important. But I do think we should probably learn some history, the real history, not just like what they want us to know, or that we supposedly came here willingly on ships. Like, I think that's something they're trying to change the curriculum.
Yeah. Indentured servants and shit.
I mean, there would be a lot of different aspects, whether it's like they're teaching art, or they're teaching music or ballet, like how to engineer your own things. And if people take an interest in that, it's like you can go deeper. Okay, so math, we need to learn how to write. English is actually the hardest language, and
you think so?
I do, because some of it just don't make no sense. Like, some of the words that are spelled the same, but they just sound completely different, like cough, throw, through. And it's like, okay, I think we just memorized how the words look, and we like, okay, that's what it is. But learning how to read, how to write, how to properly write paragraphs and things of that nature, yeah, I think that's important. Just learning how to be decent human beings, and being yourself. Like, I do feel like when you go to school, it's you learning how to do what other people want you to do, whether it's sit still for 8 hours while they just talk to you, but you might not even learn in that manner, where it's like, okay, I have to do something while I'm learning or whatever, without, they be trying to put you on Ritalin or say you got ADHD if you don't want to sit still for 20 hours while they talking to you. So yeah, just the curriculum that kind of caters to different styles of learning. But I do think English and math is definitely important.
Yeah. Okay, so what about like high school years?
High school, I think it would get more into like life skills, like if you want to go to college, or what do you want to do, getting a job, making a resume, building your credit, because like once we turn 18, sometimes we get credit cards, and then it's like, dang, I done fucked up my credit. So just more life skills, being on your own, like managing a household, and how to be like, how to have a healthy relationship. They teach us about sex and sex ed and stuff, but like, what about actually maintaining and having healthy relationships? Because not everyone had like parents to look up to that were healthy.
So high school is life skills, the transition.
Yeah, I mean, still including like English and math, just because like some people may want to go to college and you're gonna have to know how to write papers and things of that nature, or but more so life skills, getting you ready to be on your own. Because I mean, when you're 18, a lot of people, especially in our community, they're like, okay, well, what you finna do? You getting out of my house, going to school, or you getting a job and you moving out,
right?
So yeah, just learning how to be a successful adult.
Yeah,
navigating life. What would you have liked to learn?
Me? So for me, I ain't gonna lie, like I would do elementary and middle school would be like all of the basic skills, reading, like, you know what I'm saying, like kind of how they have it, similar to how they have it now. Like it would just be the basic skills, reading all of your, what you call that shit, I forgot what you call those classes, but like
ELA.
I guess, but like math, science, English, those classes.
Core subjects.
Yeah. It would be the development of that elementary and middle school. You're going to pretty much know how to read, count, write a paper. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get to high school and you're doing the life skills like resume and all of that, you still want to have some sense of structure of what you're talking about. So it's like all of that would be like in the youth. Because once you learn it, then you're not going to really forget it because you're going to keep having to use certain things like how to read. But I wouldn't even overdo it. By the time you're in high school, it's like you said, life skills. If there were classes though, instead of it being math, like math would be all just finances for the most part, because that's where you use math. You know what I'm saying? Or like what's something else you would probably use math in besides like some money situations? Everything else is kind of one off. You know what I'm saying? So math would be replaced with like finances. Like instead of history, I would rather replace that with like law, because you have to deal with law in any society that you live in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you want to actually educate people on that. Like, okay, this is like everybody should know gun laws like at 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to end up being essential anyways. You know what I'm saying? Drunk driving, you should know that. You should, like, all of these things should be something that you should know, not just like what branch of the government this and all of that. That should be if you want to know that, like, really, in my opinion, like, I think you should know it, but not like, if you want to go deeper, then that's something that if you want to tap into like political. But I think history should, for the most part, be replaced with like like law, how the court system works. If you get into this situation credit wise, like lawsuits, all of these things should be taught in high school years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'll add to the life skills portion. Like, and yeah, English should just be like paperwork, filling out resumes, filling out information when you want to get a house, dealing with banks, dealing with, like, it's just pretty much all of this shit that end up being something that you can't avoid. That's what high school would end up being. You know what I'm saying? And I balance it because they still are young adults, so that shit gonna bore the fuck out you. I'm balancing that with, once you take those classes, it's straight electives like gym or swimming, and you can pick whatever you want to do type shit. But that's how you balance that to where it's not all just an overload of a motherfucker listening about law. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to throw something else in there. That's just realistic. Because if I'm 15, I get it. Like, okay, you trying to teach me this, teach me that. But we saying that from this point. If I was 15, I'm not trying to hear that shit. But if I had a dose of it, like, okay, I got this law class for an hour, and it's actually, okay, we learned about the gun shit. Okay, that's interesting enough to where it's like, all right, let me see how that shit work. But then after that, you got gym. Okay, now you can balance that out. Now you go back. Now you learn about how to avoid these lawsuits or some shit. Like, you have to like keep a motherfucker interested at the same time, because they still not kids, but young adults. So that attention span over with trying to just jam pack all priorities. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's how my high school would be: gym and gun classes. Like, how to, you know what I'm saying, stay out them jams. You know what I'm saying? Like, so laws, like police, all that type of shit.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I think law is definitely very important, especially like a lot of people don't know their rights and things of that nature. So we kind of just go along with certain things. So I think that's definitely important.
The only other thing I'll throw in there is, like, you know how certain schools may have certain types of events where they have like, they may have people come in from different career paths or whatever. It's just a day where it's like a job fair or some shit. I had that type of shit, plus, like how you say, relationships. Have like a couple or something. Just have somebody come in there, a divorced motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have examples of people come in there just to talk and answer questions. They ain't even got to have no class. Let's just, like, today we got this going on. You know what I'm saying? It's this conference going on in the auditorium. It's this going on in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here and there. Because, like I say, it's the attention span. I turn school damn near into that, to where I feel like you learning valuable information. It's not just like algebra 2 and having to turn this paper in on frogs and science. Like, it's not just like babysitting shit. Yeah. That shit be overkill by the time you're in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I add in the essentials in there with it. You know what I'm saying? To balance it out.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. Especially with me being in like CPS, I think just knowing about taking care of a kid and things of that nature. But I do like the idea of having different people come in and talk, because that's beneficial, whether it's like, okay, this construction worker is coming in, and if you think you might like construction, go to this seminar. Definitely would be beneficial.
And I'm thinking like this, I know how kids is still. You can have a motherfucker there. It ain't even got to be no pressure on like they're here to speak. They just there. Like, you gonna have the teacher there, whatever. And if they want to do that, they can do that. But it's for the most part like, well, I guess it do have to be some type of structure. You know what I'm saying? But I would just have them there pretty much to answer questions. You know what I'm saying? And if they wanted to share their experience or whatever. But, you know, somebody that's just willing to come there like, hey, this so-and-so got a barbershop over here. You know what I'm saying? Doing that. You know what I mean? Like, or this so-and-so got a construction company. Boom, boom, they do that. Like, you can just bring in different people, like regular people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can get an example. Even if you might know somebody that own a construction company, but somebody don't know somebody that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can just have a day where it's different people from different walks of life. Hey, this so-and-so, you know what I'm saying? Hey, crackhead dude. Would you let him into school to talk? You got to share his experience too. Shit.
I mean, yeah.
That's what it is.
I mean, he could probably be whether a good example of what not to do and learn from his mistakes. I mean, I've talked to some homeless people just to like, how did you end up here? And it's like, sometimes they have good insights. Some of them like being homeless. Some of them just made some bad mistakes. But I think people from all walks of life would be beneficial. Even people that have been to jail, it's like, okay, yeah, I think people from all walks of life have something to contribute at some point.
Yeah, I would have that. Just different little examples, different walks of life. People come in and speak type shit. But it'll be a day for that. Yeah. Fuck it, just to switch it up, keep that attention span though. But that's how I would redo it. You know what I'm saying? Like, currently constructed, like, it is what it is. It's still people that, you know, get value out of going to school for sure. Nothing is perfect. Like, even what I can't, like, you can come up with any type of idea. It's not going to have 100% success rate at the end of the day. So, it's been working to this point to a certain extent. I'll just say that. But it's like, if I could do something else, I kind of make it a little more useful for both sides. Cause I feel like you putting out a more productive person at that point. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not saying that it's like a free for all at school, but more so just the courses. Instead of like, you know, world studies or some shit, like throw a law class in there. Yeah. You can still grade their paper, you know what I'm saying, and do all that shit, but you learning something that you know you're gonna encounter that type of shit. So
yeah. I would go. I would like that school. I definitely feel like I would pay more attention. Cause I mean, I have so many young people, especially when I was a teacher. It's like they want to play games all day, or they want to do TikToks and dances and stuff. And it's like, you have to engage them. They can't just sit there, especially like the younger kids. They have a lot of energy. So, yeah, just finding stuff that keeps them engaged and attentive.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, motherfucker got this Flintnat though, man. What's the word with that though, man? You know what I mean?
Talk to me.
Gonna have a motherfucking little get together or something. Motherfucker come smoke. You know what I mean?
Big booty bonanza.
Fuck is that? Yo, shit in the oven. Damn, I forgot all about that shit. It been like an hour.
Motherfuckers cooking.
Damn, for opening to see if they done, bro.
Basketball team, football, and play Little League. You know what I'm saying? As a young nigga. But I can't stand to watch that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can't sit down long enough to watch it. Now, I can go to a game, you know what I'm saying, and check it out. But me being at the crib, turning on the TV, and I don't even follow sports.
Yeah.
I don't know none of them niggas' names, except for the motherfuckers that's famous. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga at the game to get drunk and say, go Bucks, nigga.
For real.
I don't give a fuck who out here. I already know what type of nigga you is. You said, I don't know none of these niggas' names. I got this jersey on. I just bought out this motherfucker because it say Bucks.
Straight up.
Who on the back of this bitch, Middleton? Let's get it. Fuck it.
You on the real?
You know what I'm saying? He don't know who jersey he got on. Middleton ain't even playing and he out all season. He bought a Middleton.
Now, I could watch it, you know what I'm saying, and pay attention to the game and have some favor for whatever individual because of that game, but I don't be knowing no names and no shit. I don't be remembering none of that. Like, I remember Scotty because that nigga was aggressive as a motherfucker. Him, Barkley, who else was aggressive, man? Shaquille, the nigga D-Red or whatever his name was.
D-Rose?
No, he wasn't really aggressive. It was this nigga.
Damn, Derrick Rose wasn't aggressive, G.
No, hell no.
Come on, man.
No, cuz. Not
Derrick
like
Rose, nigga?
Hell no, cuz.
Who is D-Red?
I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, he played for the Bucks. This is back in the 90s.
Michael Red?
Probably. Bald head.
Glenn Robinson?
No.
Sam Cassell?
Nah, hell no. Motherfucking Cassell, hell no.
He said D-Red. Who is this nigga, folks? He more aggressive than D-Rose?
I probably, yeah, man, what? Man, D-Rose a little nigga.
What's wrong with this nigga? Who is D-Red, folks? You talking about Derek White, nigga?
I might have the name mixed up, but I'm telling you, dog. This nigga played for the Bucks, man. He was a monster. He used to be, man, standing on shit in the paint down there.
Alright. I ain't gonna doubt him.
It was a lot of niggas, man. Dominique Wilkins, man, that nigga wasn't no joke.
Yeah, you're right. I was just saying, man. I know the nigga you is at the game, though. Like I say, you don't know none of the players. He just there to get drunk with a jersey on. Don't know who he got on. Connington.
Say Covington.
Connington. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know. He like, you said, oh.
Connington, what?
Fuck it. Go Bucks. Go Packers. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh.
No, see, I don't like, I go for a team that I told you that I take a liking to. Bucks, I don't even think I would probably go for the Bucks. They always lose. They ain't had a ring since the 70s, I think.
They just won, folks, in like 2021.
A ring?
Yeah.
On what?
Hey, that's how you know. I ain't gonna lie. You was dead serious too, so yeah.
Shit.
You really don't know.
I told you I don't be.
It was a whole parade down there. That was during COVID though, so this shit ain't it was fuzzy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you probably all other type of shit going on.
I've been working jobs and shit. Yeah.
That nigga had a COVID test, came outside the parade, done went by him and shit. What's going on over there?
For real.
Ain't no way you had Facebook and all that shit and you ain't know that shit. I ain't going for that shit.
Because I ain't know. Real talk.
It's the 70s, nigga.
Straight up on my word.
But yeah, that shit. It's just something motherfuckers be into. It's like motherfuckers being into movies and shit.
I play it though. But not right now. I ain't mess my knee up. But yeah, it's a fun sport to play. But
you know, you took an interest in, like you say, reading. It's so many avenues you can go with that. You can go stories. You can go, you know what I'm saying, biographies. Autobiographies. You can go, you know, real estate. Like you can go into medical field.
I'm pretty much in my lane, like, cause it's all surrounding, you know, everything that has to do with a camera and a microphone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Had everybody like you done probably had times. I done had times where I was like, shit, I'm not hitting shorty up. Not fucking with her.
Hell yeah, I do that now.
Yeah.
Oh, my mama did.
Get to thinking about some shit, hitting her up.
On the
hitting her up. I ain't fucking with her.
I swear to God, I do that shit now.
Like I said, I ain't fucking with her.
Gee, I ain't fucking with her. I do that shit with they mama. I be doing that. I ain't fucking with her. And G, like a week later, I know she done tripping now. She done off that bullshit now. She off that bullshit now. Motherfucker gotta see what she on.
Dog.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like everybody discipline show a little point to weakness at times.
Yeah, man.
Around them same ages, like that 17, 18, 19 age range and shit. Me and my niggas had these chicks, right? So it was my older brother, him and his girl was in his room. So I'm just including them in the story because they was there. So they was in the room and everybody had a chick except for my one guy. So my older brother and his girl was in their room. Me and my other two guys had these two chicks. I'm fucking with one chick. My other guy fucking with the other one. And then my other guy, he damn near third wheel. He just there. He damn near just there on some just in case something pop up. You know what I'm saying? That's, hey, it's go time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not type shit. Motherfucker just there. Right? So my guy, he take the one little chick, he fucking went back in the room. I'm in the living room, you know what I'm saying, with the little chick I'm fucking with. My other guy, he damn near in the hallway or some shit, like just ain't really got nowhere to go type shit. He damn near just there. Whole crib dark though. But I'm fucking with the chick. She ain't giving me no playing shit. She playing hard to get all that type shit. And we done already fucked by this point a few times. You know what I'm saying? She just was on that. Used to be on that with me, like, but she bullshitting. No, I'm sleepy. I'm finna go to sleep. Like, shorty, you ain't come over here at a nigga house to go to sleep on the couch. What type of time is you on? Like, get off the bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just end up ignoring her motherfucking ass, and I get on the other couch, fake lay down, act like I'm mad and shit. She ain't give a fuck. She fake went to sleep. I fuck around, hear my guy back there clapping the bitch. I'm like, damn, I had go see the action. I go back there by the door. My other guy laying by the door, freaky as a bitch, laughing and shit. Over here, my guy in there, he nailing the bitch, slapping the ass as loud as motherfucker. Sex sounding good and shit. I'm like, oh, I'm in there not getting no play and shit. He back here having a ball, like nailing old girl and shit. He's fucking her and shit. She go from moaning to, she was like, what's that? That nigga, that's that monster. He in there talking all type of shit to the bitch. We in the hallway laughing and shit. I go back in the living room like, no, like, what, hey, shorty, wake up, what up? I'm on it, like, hey, what's happening? Like, hey, fuck all that shit I said, what up? Like, really trying to get on to this shit. On thirst mode. Shorty wasn't on shit. Lay back on the other couch and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, salty as a bitch. my guy come out the room. After he done nailed old girl and shit. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good, refreshed, all that type shit. Making some juice, little Kool-Aid and shit. Go back in there, re-up round 2, all that type of shit. I end up, like I say, I'm laying on the other couch, ignoring shorty. And then that's when she fuck around, finally try to give me some play a little later on in the night and shit. Just want to make a nigga wait. Like, games motherfuckers played at them teenage years, you know what I'm saying? But
I seen something on Facebook and everybody was kind of debating about it. Mm-hmm. So it was like, do we feel that kind of males and females should have certain roles, you know, like how it's like a male should have certain things, or it's like taking out the trash or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Should we have certain roles, or do you feel like with us having certain roles, it kind of enforces like patriarchy or toxic masculinity?
See, I'm laughing though, because I'm just thinking of something that, like, it's like, when it comes to the roles, I don't think it's really no blueprint to how each couple should operate. So I'm thinking of like, it may be best for the woman to take out the trash in a certain scenario. Okay. What if you seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah, I seen Forrest Gump.
What if he Lieutenant Dan?
Lieutenant Dan!
Okay, so what about if it's just like, you know how like a guy they're supposed to be like the pursuer, or not. They say like guys should show emotions because it make them look a certain way, or like they should be the provider, whatever, things like that.
You saying, do I think it should be like formatted like that?
Like, should it still be like a guy having those certain roles, or do you think it enforces toxic masculinity or patriarchy?
Well, I ain't gonna all the way say like it's no blueprint, because you can reference times before, like, or decades before, where let's say the man worked and he took care of his woman and she didn't work, type shit. If you can have that type of scenario, so nothing gonna be perfect, but you can see how that scenario kind of plays out. We got reference points, but now it's a whole different world. Like, a woman can make more than a dude and all that type of shit. So it's like, you don't need them necessarily for the financial aspect as much as you would have 60, 70 years ago. So with that change comes like changing everything. So I don't even know if those same types of, duties or tasks still hold up today. Like, it's like that's why I be looking at it like you kind of got to go off of the scenario or the circumstance, because it may be best suited for y'all to do shit the other way based on y'all skills or skill sets.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? What you think?
I mean, in a way, it's like, maybe it's just what I want, but I do feel you where it's like whatever works for, the people. Mm-hmm. But, I wouldn't want to chase a dude or pursue a dude or anything like that. So yeah, I do feel like a man should have those roles, but I don't also, cause they were also saying like, if a man has certain roles, then it makes them superior and a woman inferior, where it's like we're looked at as less than or things of that nature. But honestly,
see, I'm sorry interrupting, but I thought you was talking about like a couple already, not necessarily like you said the approach, like approaching a dude. I'm thinking you talking about a couple.
I mean, it could go either way, like just in general, whether it's a couple, whether it's like people in power, whether it's somebody pursuing the person, like.
So, I mean, on the pursuit, I'm trying to think, has like shit just changed to where that's still, I feel like that's not really, it don't matter who role that is. That's always going to come down to that situation. Because even now, if we saying that the dude is supposed to pursue the woman, it's women that try to talk to dudes. Don't nobody really follow that. You're going to go off of in the moment type shit. You know what I'm saying? With the approach.
True.
But what you think about like the couple aspect, like traditional?
In a way I am traditional, but in a way I am like whatever works for us. I'm not a person that'll be like, oh well, let me go propose to a dude. That just seems like that's too out there.
Okay.
But
We're gonna touch on that.
yeah. But yeah. No, I would want to be the one that's pursued, like, because if I like you gonna know. So I like to know that, like, you know, we have a pursuant. But I don't think it enforces toxic masculinity. Like, I'm not like you shouldn't cry or you shouldn't have emotions or anything like that. It's just I do feel like certain things, in my opinion, that works for me, like a guy should do.
Okay, so like what's some of those things?
Just like some of the hard work. Like, I'm not gonna be fixing a car. I know some females do it. I take out the trash, but that's because like I live with myself. I don't want to do it, but I'm not about to be like on the roof fixing a house or anything like that. So yeah, I do feel like there's certain things where it's like, I don't know, if I had a kid and we were together and it's like, okay, you carry a car seat or something like that. Like,
okay, so look, my guy is chef, right?
okay.
So he know how to cook. If he meet a woman that happens to be a carpenter or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she a mechanic, like they skill sets is gonna have her fixing the cars and him cooking in 2024. That's why I'm like, just cause if I was a chef, I'm not finna be like, well, let me just let me take her shit to the shop. Like, no, you a mechanic. You do it. You know, and fix mine.
I feel that.
So it depends. Or even if she's not a mechanic, she may be more mechanic. She might have more mechanical. What's that word? Aptitude or something. It's something. It's one of them words. But mechanical education. You know what I'm saying? She might have a little more skills when it comes to that than him. So it depends on where we at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, you know, that's how I look at it, me personally.
Okay, so for the most part, you're just saying, like, whatever works with the people, like, whatever complements the other person.
For sure.
Okay.
Like, let's say I'm with a woman, and then I'm providing, you know what I'm saying, and then I'm taking care of things financially for the most part. But she has something, right? If I got to a point where I was, like, fucked up, just with how my perspective is, it wouldn't make me feel less like a man if she had to handle that for a little while. Like, if it meant that I was able to take a little leap and get back where I was at. You get what I'm saying? Like, for me personally, I wouldn't feel like, no, I don't want you to do it. Like, no, this makes sense right now. Okay. Do that if I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. If we a unit, that's like a given. We should be able to utilize your resources for now while I bounce back. You know what I'm saying? And then it can get back to how it was. If that's how we want it to be, we might find out something new within that, like something else that works. But, you know, I know if you looking at it real direct, like, no, I'm supposed to do this, then, you know, you might fuck around, hold yourself back.
That's true. That's very true. I
pay my bills for like 3 months while I get back. You know what I'm saying? You got the money.
I mean, yeah, especially if y'all a unit where you like falling short or whatever for a second, she can pick up. I agree with that totally. That's what a unit is. So,
like, if she, see, I know how to cook, but I'm saying, let's say I'm with a woman and she cooks, and then something happened to where she can't cook. I'm not finna be like, well, you supposed to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a cook now.
I feel you.
Now I'm finna take care of that while you bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the same shit. Fill in them voids if they need assistance.
But that's also like life skills. I feel like a person should at least know how to make some stuff. They should know how to clean they, wash their laundry and do dishes and stuff like that. But
man, shit, you would think. You would think.
I mean, you would think. I've definitely run into some people where it was not like that. But yeah, I don't think for certain life skills that there should be necessarily roles given. Like, anybody can pick up if you see something that needs to be done or whatever.
Yeah, I feel it.
To me, I don't know, bro. It ain't no way of measuring the benefit versus loss factor because we wasn't there to experience it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's true. All of this shit can be made up.
Like, think about it. Let's say, like, the niggas who was making pyramids and shit. They might look at this now. Us today might be looking like worse times to them. Like, all them goofy ass niggas. They don't even know how to use this pyramid and shit. We built this shit for nothing. Mm-hmm. Niggas want to use cell phones and satellite towers. Then you got this pyramid right here that do everything you need to do and more.
Crazy.
So it's like, they might be looking at now like, goofy niggas. Some niggas don't even know what they doing down there. So it's like, who knows?
That'd be crazy. Dog, I said, you got these pyramids, they do all that shit. We don't even know.
Bro, who knows what the pyramid does, bro? Motherfucker, all we know is pyramids, bro.
That's all we know.
We don't know if this, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I done heard stories motherfuckers saying like it's a power plant type shit. It's water underneath that powers it type shit.
Yeah, I heard something similar to that. I heard it used to be like that.
And what
like
happened?
With the water and shit.
But what happened?
I don't know.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like, who knows what the benefit versus loss factor really is, because it ain't like we can go there and then experience the benefit loss and then come back and experience it and then really measure it. Because who knows, bro? You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers is more in tune with Earth. You know what I'm saying? The world itself, the sun, moon, and the stars. Motherfuckers today is more in tune with the cell phone that feeds you the algorithm.
Literally asked me the same question. You have 3 options. You can only choose 2. Financial stability, loyalty, and sex. Like, which ones can you, without a doubt, have to have? And what can you compromise on? And mine was, I have to have financial stability and loyalty. So I'm a compromise on the sex part.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna compromise on it? Mm-hmm. This is a whole nother 30 minutes. I just don't believe that. Or I believe it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you're talking about a long-term situation, what you're saying is bye to good sex. If you're compromising on it. Because if you're looking at it like it's good sex, that's not a compromise. So we're saying bad sex.
I'm saying, okay, so
you're taking financial stability and loyalty
off.
Like, he's fucking with you and he got the money, but you know when it comes to anything sexual, you have to get that off.
But I feel like it's ways you can do that. But
that's not compromising at that point, because you're right. If you with somebody that is a sexual person, it's just a matter of y'all figuring out how that fits. Now it's a good situation though, but we're saying bad sex. There's no way around it.
So, but like, what's bad sex?
Okay, exactly.
I don't know. But so
you're not compromising in that, because you trying to work. Now you're trying to fix it. Soon as you said I'll compromise with that, but it's gonna be ways we can work to get that. You don't want that to be bad.
But how, like, what qualifies to be bad?
I don't know. So that's on each person. So what I'm saying is, like, if it's bad sex, you're not taking that.
I'm bad sex is basically I'm not being 100% satisfied in the situation. He's just being satisfied.
However, I don't know.
That's how I'm taking it. But maybe. I've been in situations like that where I wasn't really,
like, you're not even turned on.
I've faked a lot of orgasms in my life.
Yeah.
To get, dudes to be just, wrap this up. So that's a compromise.
Wrap this up.
That's a compromise. Like, it's okay. I guess that would consider it as bad. Like, it's not like bad, but like it's good for him.
Okay.
I feel like when you care about people, you kind of like don't really feed into it as much because you hear about them. So you just kind of like, you just accept that situation. So that's the compromise.
So, I mean, just back to the 3 decisions, you saying that you're taking bad sex along with loyalty and finances. Okay. The last nigga must have like, y'all went on a date in the car or some shit.
No,
because finances been a real.
Actually, I haven't even. The last person
that nigga said I gotta go to the bathroom. Grab them plates. My mama grab them plates. I'm black, so I'm just thinking of the history of black people in this country. It's like, when have we even had a 10-year span of peace?
Shut up, black. You ain't got nothing to say. I want to hear.
It's against the law for niggas to ride horses in this territory.
They killed Malcolm! They shot Malcolm! They shot Malcolm! They shot Malcolm!
Can we all get
Will
along?
the jury find George Zimmerman not guilty?
Please, I can't breathe! Please, man! Please, man!
Never. You know what I'm saying? I can't just speak for the past when I wasn't here, but I haven't been informed of a time where we had 10 years of oh shit was all good in this motherfucker. Nah, it's always something. You know what I'm saying? And arguably it's been like that for just the human race in general, but I think for other races, more particularly, for the white folk, they have had times of being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Now, this the thing though. Maybe mentally or emotionally they weren't comfortable. Maybe it did take a toll on them that they was evil than the motherfucker at some point, doing certain shit. I don't know. I can't speak to that. So they might even feel the same way, that they ain't had 10 years of peace. But when I just look at our shit, we ain't got no 10-year span of we straight. You know what I'm saying? It's always some shit. And really just when you talking about the property and all that, bro, I'm riding down Villard and I'm just like, man, this is really if somebody was to come through with a bag, and not even to say if somebody, because I know it ain't just easy as that, but I'm just saying if that area were to be improved, as far as the main strip of Villard, shit, that's a nice little. It just looked like a nice little strip if it had nicer shit on it.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can fuck around, and if it was a nice little area, you start getting nice neighborhoods surrounding it, shit like that. You can have a little restaurant over there, then a little
man. It's a lot of
bar
shit
over there that's,
over here.
Top notch. I look at the same with Brown Deer. That's a area where it's not really as popping as it could. You know what I'm saying? But that's time will tell.
Spot,
time will tell.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, man. Like you said, me seeing a lot of these buildings out here, man. I need to start doing something with them. But that's what I most definitely would put my money towards, though. Like I said, investing for sure.
Yeah, because shit, right now I can't do shit. It's easy to say it, but time will tell with that shit. But Milwaukee got some low key, it's some spots where it's if that shit had an improvement, it'll make the city. If it had an improvement, it'll make the city feel a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't feel the shit that's going on is downtown, and it's just this going on.
And we won't be accustomed to the
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Imagine yesterday if you had, how it was Brady Fest, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if it was 3 of them going on in the city at once. You get what I'm saying? In a sense where it's okay, Brady Fest cracking down there, but then the little strip on Brown Deer, there's some shit going on up there too.
Yeah.
Then it's another fest going on over here on Villard.
And make the city more
You know what I'm saying? But time will tell. Time will get to that point where it's a little more convenient for those things to happen. So what else besides good communication do you think is vital in dealing with somebody? Whether it's marriage, whether it's relationship, whether it's situation, whether you fucking, whatever. besides communication, what is the second? We both agree on communication. What's the second thing that you think is vital in dealing with a person that you dating?
Obviously, respect. That's probably the first one.
Okay.
Then communication second.
Okay. So you finna give me a list?
I'm gonna just say 3 because I don't even know what the third one gonna be. Because respect and communication, trust is the third thing. Because if you ain't got trust, or those 2 other basic things, you're done. It's no relationship. It's no friendship. You'll be lucky if it's even an acquaintanceship. Because if you don't respect me,